toe to leather, and we'll get started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, the ground game. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Connection to the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
That's what players call a 7 route, and that receiver ran it to perfection.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Hurricanes have this offense rolling. Lost a throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got rid of it just in time.
And you just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big third down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. Now a big decision coming up on fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. He'll run it again. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Haynes. knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sayin. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The give out of the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Nice job ruining that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. This dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. The give from the gun. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
To throw, it's Sayin. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football away.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Never a doubt. That brings him to within 1.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Looking deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Smith dropping to pass. Bringing the heat. Buys a little time with his feet. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Hurst. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
I don't know what you're going to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Stepping to the right. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner will be brought down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A On the direct snap, it's Haynes. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half. To cut this to a one-possession game, need more of that physicality in the second half.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2 and try to tie it as it is. They're down by 1. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. To the air on first down. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that. You got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Smith wants to throw. Fires to the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got him. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Going right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. The Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Red Raiders hit it quickly to the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lets it fly. Makes a grab deep. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be changing the route. Smith dropping to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Flips it out in the flat. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
With the catch, it's Moore. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Sayin. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Man,
It's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense in not getting the ball in the ball.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He splits the uprights. That brings them to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Punch it out of the air. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? This offense has it with really good field position. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll leave it with him. Running into the open space.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to sling it on second down. Looking to buy time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down by one possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab over the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Floating away. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Looking down the middle. Complete to the right. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. A run for the quarterback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick.
Big time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Sayin. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll performance and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play, but you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. And the Red Raiders will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring this one out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Brown wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
What a great job by this defense. You get the third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Breaks into the open. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money. but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Bob. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in, it's Tate. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion and still going. All kinds of room to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge, explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Might be calling a hot route. Smith dropping to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense. You saw it right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from deep in the end zone, and this is a better worker. He's going to hear about it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive going to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. kick it off to get us underway. And here he comes out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Red Raiders want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Smith wants to throw. Complete out of the backfield. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, going to the air. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Inside the 10, they stop him at the 9.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, ECU! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. If we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Smith dropping to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Pirates.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay. And he did right there with that pick 6.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Escapes the pressure to his right. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas Tech, 3.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you can see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kick.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down. I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside.
16, Texas Tech.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Love. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And as he throws, just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Finds the tight end. Turning it on. off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Tyson. Touchdown, East Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. And they'll try to tack on 2.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Smith wants to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the grab on the big throw. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
He's got it inside the 30. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Smith dropping to pass. Looking to get it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So the offense will stay on the field with 4th and goal coming up. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. The Pirates backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Got it in the middle. It's Tyson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's only thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Catch in the middle. It's Love. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Tyson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Raiders will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback. Now, you're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the 1st down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gashing the knee on the right. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Smith wants to throw. Under fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Handoff to the single running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. He wants to throw it. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He goes down after the short. Kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact, so it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Will be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the side.
Touchdown, Gator! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area, because of his speed and his size. He's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with
with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Smith dropping to pass. Got his man in the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Buys a little time. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Snagged out of the air. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Red Raiders are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Complete to the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Off the RPO, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. 4 wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Smith wants to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Being aware of the entire situation, maybe you just let that ball go out of bounds, but he makes the catch and he'll lose yardage. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Pulls it in. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He wants to change this route. Just keep slinging it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Red Raiders. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Zings it complete to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Mayava. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. Touchdown, Florida! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let that guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well tonight, give back that last score. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown, and there he goes! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The offense changing the play. Smith dropping to pass. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Can't get him to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's second and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Red Raiders come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Mayaba. Got his man. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to fire. It's complete. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. He's got an open man. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Gator! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Smith wants to throw. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. Push down for the tackle. The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. On first down from their own 22. Looking downfield on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'll line up for a second down play. Smith dropping to pass. Rushes on him. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to